Are you stuck in a third party dynamic? Let's get some clarity. You, them, and them reading. It's been absolutely ages since I've done one of these. And I was just sat here going, I don't want content to do on. And I went, oh yeah, I do a you, them, and them reading. I have been planning on doing like a longer, more in depth one of these for my YT. So it's one of the plans for one of my longer ones whilst I'm on Christmas break. So you, them, and them reading. We're going to start with you. If you want to personalise one to your situation, these are available. They're part of the same day guaranteed recorded options that are on sale as well. Just go to the link. Right, so let's go to you first off. Let's have a look, see what's going off. Uno, dos, tres. Right, okay, so we start off with the Five of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. So you're the figure in the foreground. There's two figures that laid their swords down, walking away. Now, tarot book version of this card talks about, you know, coming out on top in a situation. Reverse position, backing down, letting other people get what they want. Normally for me, this is about when you've got some kind of mental battle going off and you kind of back down to yourself. And that's where I'm going. Because then we then got the Eight of Swords. So you're you're the lady there, bound and blindfolded. Now, hopefully, you might just about see. You can't see her arms. Can't see her arms because behind her back. Behind her back, she's holding onto the rope. Holding onto the rope. She doesn't want to take the blindfold off. So you're backing down to yourself and putting the restrictions on and not seeing the situation as it really is. Four of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. We call this the 11-11 card. Make a wish. It's quite a complex card. This one. It can talk about engagement, marriage, happy home, happy community. Blah 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 blah. Right. Easiest way to think about this is, whereas the Magician's the manifestation card, this is more tangible goals and dreams that you can work your way towards. The current situation isn't potentially going to lead to that. Okay, and until you take the restrictions and the blindfold off, I think you're going to remain stuck. Let's continue. Right, strength card in the reverse. Okay, so it can talk about lack of strength. It can also talk about having too much pride and releasing that. Ten of Swords. Ten's completion cards. Okay, it's not the nicest card in the deck. I've got to cover it up for the AI. It's body face down, swords in its back. It can talk about being stabbed in the back. It can talk about carrying self-limiting beliefs. Okay. Overall outcome card. Queen of Wands. Wands fire action. Queen's feminine energy. Right, so court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Queen's a feminine energy, king's a masculine energy. Queen of Wands in the upright position is in her feminine power. She knows her worth and value. She doesn't chase, she attracts. Okay, hold fire on that. Obstacles or blockages. Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. And again, ten's completion cards. Now, there's two ways we can go with this. The first is we call it the retirement card. It's when we put a lot of effort and energy into something. We get to the end, we get to enjoy the fruits of our labour. The other way we can go is we've got the people behind the castle walls here. Okay, because they're behind the castle walls, they're feeling safe and secure. Hold fire on that one. Removing any blockages. Judgment. Okay, so this talks about either internal or external judgment. Okay, so what it feels like is, with this situation, and we'll get a bit more detail as we go through the other characters as well. You keep backing down from some kind of idea, and it's keeping you restricted. And the longer that goes on, the more it's going to stop you from achieving your kind of happy ever after, your white picket fence. With the Ten of Swords there, I can't see it being self-limiting beliefs because I think you're the Queen of Wands. I feel like something's going to happen and it's going to feel like a knife. It's going to feel like you've been stabbed in the back. However, this collective's quite canny. This collective's probably been through a lot of crap in their life when it comes to love connections. So it's almost automatically that bit feeling stabbed in the back is automatically going to trigger you into your Queen of Wands again. What am I doing? You know, I know my worth and value. The obstacle or blockage here is seeing the current situation as leading to your abundance, and it won't do. You've got to start judging yourself worthy of more, right? So let's go to person A first off and see what's going off with them. Shuffle. Right, so we start off with the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is one of the Divine Feminines. She's Divine Feminine on a more spiritual base level. Now, she talks about duality, okay, balance, intuition, connection with spirit, right? We then got the Seven of Pentacles. So they're the person in the garden, they're looking over the fruits or flowers. Not ready for harvest yet, needs to get to 10. In the upright position, though, it's going in the right direction. And they're pausing to have a look back at all the hard work and effort they've put in. They've then got the 10 of Swords in the reverse. So they're going through some kind of release or purge in regard to self-limiting beliefs or past connections that have hurt them and caused them damage. Let's continue. Right, we then got the Hierophant in the reverse position. So the Hierophant's one of the Divine Masculines. Is Divine Masculine on a more spiritual base level. Is the counterpart to the High Priestess there. So in the upright position, you can talk about going on a journey of self-discovery. Who am I? What am I? Where am I going? What do I want? The other way we can go is relates to my star sign of Taurus, sticking some kind of tradition. So it's in the reverse position. So it can talk about breaking away from some kind of tradition or a refusal to go on that journey of self-discovery. I feel like because of the cards here, it's more about breaking some kind of tradition. Seven of Cups, Cups, water emotions. Okay, so they're the shadowy figure there, big cloud out of the cloud, 7 cups. Out of every cup, there's something different. It talks about abundance of opportunities on an emotional level. Overall outcome card. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Right, 9's reflection cards. So they're the chap on the stool there, proudly presenting the 9 cups. Now, as I always say, in Chappie's case, a lot of those cups would have been filled with nasty stuff, such as tequila, gin, Mad Dog 2020. He's drank it, he's kept the cup, he's being proud of himself. Now, as I always say in my readings, it's normally that people do let us down, things go wrong, and it's about looking back and going, do you know what, I turned up, I showed up, I brought my emotion to the party. If they can't see that, F them sideways, they can watch me rise. When it's in the reverse position, it's questioning, is there any more that I can do in this situation? Or it can talk about achieving something and being a little bit smug about it. Obstacles or blockages. 2 of Cups in the reverse. Right, upright position. This is my favourite card. I'm a Taurus, I'm ruled by Venus, I love love. This Divine Counterparts card, they're getting married. When it's in the reverse position, fallout, friction, separation. Okay. Removing any blockages. 2 of Pentacles. So, I mean, it can talk about weighing up options and choices here. The other way we can go is infinity loop, karmic cycle. Okay. See, this is often advice for you, and it can indicate that this is a karmic connection of some sort. The problem is we've got the 2 of Cups in the reverse position. Right, hold fire on that one. Let's go on to person B. It's a little bit tricky to read this one, I'm not gonna lie to you. Right, so person B, what's the crack with them? Come here. I want to pick you, I don't want jumpers. Okay. Right, so we start off with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water emotions, Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So in the upright position, this is about going, right, long term, what's going to make me happy? On an emotional level, what's going to fill my cup? There's a refusal to do that. We then got the Hierophant. So the Hierophant's one of the Divine Masculines again. We had him a moment ago, didn't we? So again, journey of self-discovery or refusal to change. 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior. So they're the chap there, bandage on the head, one on each arm. This guy's been through the ringer. This guy's been to hell and back, and he's looking back and he's going, do you know what? I might be beaten, bloodied, battered and bruised. However, I'm still standing. It's in those moments, play a card right. That is how we step into our power. Let's continue. Right, we then got the Magician. So the Magician, very positive, powerful card. It's the manifestation card, okay? We then got the Lovers in the reverse. So the Lovers, again, beautiful, positive, powerful card. Can talk about bringing in some kind of new love. However, it can be lusty. Hence why we've got the naked Adam and Eve figure there. So it's in the reverse position, fallout, friction, possible even separation. Overall outcome card. 2 of Wands. Wands fire action. This is about making a plan moving forwards. Got the chap there, globe in the hand, surveying the scenery. Knows what he wants now, making a plan of how to get there. Obstacles or blockages. Sun card in the reverse. So the Sun card's the most positive card in the deck. It means the birth of something new. Upright position, it's coming in. Reverse position, putting a hold on that. Okay. Removing any blockages. Queen of Cups, Cups, water, emotions. Queen's feminine energy. As always, it's energy, not gender. So this is about balancing the emotional, the feminine energies in an emotional sense, right? This one's really tricky to read because I'm not sure what the situation is here. Right, so let's kind of go through person B. So they're not, what it feels like is that they're refusing to reassess what's going to make them happy long term. Okay, they're gonna start realizing that they need to. Do I want to say that? This one's really hard to read. Right, so it's either going on a journey of self-discovery. Okay, I feel like they're going to realize I need to kind of go on this journey of self-discovery. Who am I? What's my purpose? What's my role? And as part of that, they're doing some reflection and kind of realizing what they've been through. They're going to start manifesting. Okay, I feel. Oh, Coda, come here. Right, it's one or two things. It's one or two things. It's either that they're kind of giving up on this. They're giving up on kind of potentially waiting, right? For you, right? And they're going to go on this journey of self-discovery. They're going to do that reflection, and then they're going to go, right, I need to start manifesting. And that's them kind of cutting cords with you and making a new plan moving forwards. The obstacle blockage here, and usually I'm going to say this is advice for them, is realizing that this isn't, holding on to a connection that's not the right connection, right? And they need to step into that kind of Queen of Cups energy. They need to balance their feminine energies. The other way that we can go is that they're refusing to assess what's going to make them happy, and that they're refusing to kind of make a change. Okay, they're manifesting the ending of the connection between you and person A. Okay, and then they're going to make a plan to come forwards. Okay, person A is getting some kind of divine insights, some intuition, and realizing that they're not where they want to be yet, or they're not where they need to be yet for the connection with you. So they're going through a release process. They're dropping some old habits, and they're starting to bring in abundance for themselves. Yeah. What this feels like is that you need to realize that person A is your person, because otherwise that wouldn't be there. The obstacle or blockage would be the separation of a divine connection. And you need to see that person B is a karmic, okay? And potentially they're doing some kind of spell work, if you want to call it that, some kind of manifestation. It feels like with you, you're being kind of, what it feels like, I think that person B is doing some bad juju on this. They're trying to split up this connection, but you're kind of refusing to see this person as they really are, right? But ultimately, something's going to happen whereby something tangible is going to happen where they try to split you and your person up, and that's going to feel like a knife in the back, because it's like you've defended this person or you've not badmouthed them, um, and that's going to make you step into, because I think you're the feminine energy. Don't get me wrong. That's going to make you step up into Queen of Wands and go, turn him out of this. I'm just what it feels. I tell you what it feels like is you're in a connection with person A, right? Person B is a friend, okay, but that friend thinks that you're supposed to be in a connection with you, and you're not, because you've got your person, you found your person. By them, you know, like I say, you've got the blinkers on because you don't want to see your friend that way. You don't want to see them doing all this nasty stuff behind your back. But that's what's going off. Ultimately, it's going to trigger you into Queen of Wands. I said that Nine of Cups in the wrong way, because in the upright position, he's got what he wants and he's a little bit smug. Reverse position, your person is ultimately, because I think your person knows that this friend is up to no good, but you're going, nah, they wouldn't do that. Nah, they're not like that, right? So ultimately, they're going to get their wish fulfillment with you because they're your person, but they're not going to be smug about it, because I think that they know that that would upset you. You know, yes, you've made a mistake. Yes, you've not used your discernment. You know, yeah. This friend is a karmic who's trying to split you up, right? What I'm going to say with this is, with this judgment card, this connection between you and person A is divinely, it's authorized by divine judgment. Okay, so if, because I feel like this has come about, the reason why you're watching this reading is because your person said this friend's up to no good. I think that they're interested in you. I think they're causing trouble, and you're going, nah, it can't be the case. You've got the blinkers on, but there's something inside of you, because you don't want to kind of completely poo poo your partner. Is going, yeah, maybe I ought to look into this a bit further. So yeah, that's where I'm going. Person B is a friend or an acquaintance or something along those lines who's up to no good. Okay, they've got themselves convinced that you know, they need to have you split up from your person because they're your person. Blah 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 blah. Um, with the Two of Wands there, I feel that them making a plan of going in a new direction after the attempt to split you and your person up fails. So a bit long-winded. That was really, really hard to read for. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's the best I can make. Next time I'm going to actually set an intention, I think, for somebody in a relationship or somebody, you know, two people you got your eye on, because just going in blind there, that was really, really difficult. So there you go. If you want to unpick your situation, there is an option on the box to say what your situation is. Makes my life a bit easier. This is why I say, for love readings, let me know if you're single, relationship or situationship, because otherwise it gets confusing like this. Ta-ta.